If we wait, we're going to be like other states that are in a reactionary mode, and it's going to overwhelm us. We'd like to get in front of this thing and do what we can now. Every life is important to us.
The state has received a new grant to help combat a specific drug problem. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Conway. Rod has the night off. Opioid overdoses and deaths are rising around the nation. Here in Nebraska, officials are working on their approach, and a new batch of money will help that. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Marlena Thornton has more details for us in our top story. Marlena?
Megan, the Department of Health and Human Services received a $2 million grant. The department says opioids are not a big problem here yet in the state, but it wants to be ahead of the issue. Nebraska is taking a proactive approach when it comes to opioid abuse. The state recently got a $2 million grant. It's from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. In 2015, more than 140 Nebraskans died of drug overdoses, and about half of those were opioid related. The Department of Health and Human Services reports those types of deaths have been increasing over the past decade. It says the opioid problem here isn't as bad as in other areas in our nation yet.
We have not seen the same rates in our state. However, it's just as tragic with any number. So we'll be focusing more from a prevention focus to get ahead of this and be proactive.
The department will also use some of the money to buy and expand access to critical life-saving drugs like naloxone. This is the nasal injection form. It helps counteract the opioids in an overdose quickly. Many first responders, like the Nebraska State Patrol, carries it. The State Patrol says access to the drug is a money issue.
It's a budget issue or a financial issue for us to get the quantity of naloxone we need out to all of our officers, quite frankly. We're doing it in stages.
Many agencies are teaming up for this effort. Partners say the grant will advance their work to help save more lives.
It is going to take a collaborative effort. We have a lot of resources available to us, and we're trying to maximize the use of those resources.
The grant is for 1 year. It could be renewed next year for the same amount if the programs perform well.
Marlena Thornton in our top story tonight. Thank you, Marlena.